Okay, hello Fusion fans and welcome to this new video. So big news for VR enthusiasts because multiple brands just announced new VR products. Oculus just announced their finally long-awaited Rift S, and the best thing about it, it will come out in spring 2019, so pretty soon and at the same time as the Oculus Quest. But not only Oculus had some big news. Valve finally announced their new Index VR goggles. And yeah, what you need to know about these VR products, you're gonna see right now. So let's go to Oculus first. So first things first, the Oculus Quest will be a standalone headset and the Rift S will be a PC connected headset. The Rift S will be a replacement product for the old Rift. But at this point, you have to know that the Rift S is more of kind of like an upgraded Rift and not really a Rift 2.0. Because what Facebook or Oculus is trying to do is to get more people into VR. The future games that will be developed, they will be developed for the old Rift and the Rift S. So this is pretty nice to get more people into VR. So what both headsets have in common is that they will be released in spring 2019 and they will cost about $399. So yeah, that's what they have in common. Let's take a look at the specs. So let's take a look at the screens first. So the Rift S has a resolution of 2560 x 1440, which is significantly higher than the old Rift. The old Rift used the OLED display and the new one uses an LCD display, which kind of is interesting because yeah, they switched to a different technology. But the Oculus Quest has actually the highest resolution with 2 x 1600 x 1440, which is also interesting at I think 72 Hertz. But yeah, the bigger resolution doesn't always mean a bigger screen, so like we can give a final decision which display is the best when we have all three together and we can compare them right next to each other. Which is also an interesting point is that they don't use 90 Hertz anymore like on the old Rift. They use 80 Hertz on the new Rift S, and I think this is due to like the minimum requirements because of the bigger resolution, and if they would still use 90 Hertz they would like have to up their minimal specs, and I'm guessing they didn't want that, which is kind of good because it opens like this pair of glasses to more people that don't maybe have like a really high-end PC. And I don't think you will notice the difference really much, but yeah, like I said, we will see it when we have all three products lined up. Let's get to the tracking, which is kind of interesting because both of the systems use now inside-out tracking. So this means no external sensors that you have to put up and plug into your PC. The good thing about it is that the setup is way easier and your cameras or sensors are directly on your goggles. So that means you don't need like USB ports, and yeah, you don't have to need a whole setup where you put off like cameras for your PC. But yeah, some people think that this might hurt the tracking because if your headset doesn't see your controllers, for example, if you have it like behind your back, they won't be tracked. But yeah, I mean, if you don't see your controllers, you also shouldn't see them in game. But yeah, we will see how it plays out. But yeah, Oculus is pretty confident in their inside-out tracking, and the Oculus Rift S actually has 5 cameras and the Oculus Quest has 4 cameras. So yeah, we'll see how good it is. The next thing is audio. They don't have like headphones anymore, but they have like integrated audio inside the strap, I think, on both systems. But there's still an option to plug in like headphones through like a 3.5mm jack. So yeah, this is pretty good. This is to the next point, and this is the Headstrap, because both systems kind of use a different kind of Headstrap technology. The Rift S have kind of like these halo thick Headstrap mechanic, and the Quest uses like a regular Headstrap like on the Oculus Go. Some will say that the regular head, like the one from the Oculus Go, feels more comfortable, but what is pretty cool on the Halo headband is that you can put up your glasses without taking them off. So yeah, both have their advantages, and yeah, we will see which one is better. And the next point is actually the controllers, because both systems use the same kind of new touch controllers. It looks like they kind of like inverted the ring on these controllers, and the buttons are just a little bit different. But yeah, from what I heard, they should be pretty good. And the last thing I want to talk about is the cameras on the front of the Rift S, because you can actually see through these cameras, or at least that's what Facebook or Oculus tells us. So like you can see your actual room without taking the glasses off, which is pretty cool if you, for example, want to drink a glass of water or something like that. So this seems pretty cool. So the last product we're going to talk about is the longly rumored Valve Index. They finally announced their own VR headset, and if you're hoping for a really big all specs review, I kind of have to disappoint you. But we have this picture. What might seem not like much, you can actually get out some details about the glasses. The first thing is these little sensors, because they're used by the Lightroom scaling system. So that means that we'll have outside-in tracking, just like the HTC Vive, who also uses Lightroom. Well, something else that we can tell is that there is a IPD slider where you can like configure the distance between your eyes. And what we also see on the picture is that it has two cameras on the front. On the purpose we can only speculate, but it could be some additional tracking, or maybe some mixed or AR reality stuff, and maybe even hand tracking. It's really unlikely because the technology isn't really used and so far, but yeah, who knows, they might even have hand tracking. And the last thing that we can tell is that the release date is on May 2019, because it's stated on the picture. This is actually really soon, and this is on the same time span as the Oculus product, which is really interesting. And yeah, for the summary, it will be probably a really high-end headset and will directly compete with HTC and the Oculus products. So yeah, it will be pretty interesting. Some rumors even state that it will come out with a new Half-Life game, so who knows? So yeah, it will stay interesting, and yeah, in spring or May we can tell more about all these products. We will definitely review it on this channel, so tune in, and yeah, see you next time, and hopefully with Oculus Quest, Rift S, or Valve Index. So have a nice day, guys. Bye.